Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Brown Boy Wonders, stardoms, and situms.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Guys, week 1 is over in the NFL season. The NFL is back. Football is back, everyone. We're happy that it's back. But, usually when I do our sports episodes, we talk about news, all that. But you guys are here for fantasy. That's what you guys are here for. So the new segment is called Stardom and Situm for every week. Let me bring on my guest here. My first, or my only guest for this episode. He is known as stiff-armed and dangerous. It is Steven. Steven, how are you doing today, man?
Doing all right. Usually there's more than me, but you're gonna have to deal with me today.
That's okay. But let's talk about our week 1 results. Did you win week 1?
I did. It was pretty neck and neck the entire time until who my MVP was last year and who might be this year stepped up.
Okay. So you're 1-0 right now. I lost to a friend of the show, Skylar. I lost pretty bad. He made 223 points while I made 125. AJ Brown didn't do shit.
Yeah, he stomped you.
He stopped me, and then also Jamar Chase as well with only 4 points.
It wasn't really your fault. It was just so many sure things just severely underperformed.
Absolutely. But it's okay. I'm gonna rebound, and week 2 I'll be facing you. So
it's not gonna happen.
We'll see what happens, because right now, at the moment, as of this recording, I am projected to lose by 7 points. So we'll see. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
But before we get into our stardom and situms here, let's break the news at the moment. Just one particular news. Of course, it happened. Was it Thursday night football? Cowboys and Eagles, right? I believe it was Thursday night. Yeah. So there's a thing. Something happened there. It was Bitgate. It looked like there were 2 people were involved at this Bitgate at the moment. The first player was the defensive lineman, I believe. It was Jalen Carter. He spat at Dak Prescott, but when we look at the footage, it looked like Dak spat at the ground towards them. Who do you think who spat first, Steven?
I mean, who spat first was Dak, but like the angles are so terrible. If you look at the real angle, Carter, when Dak spits, is like a good 20 yards away.
That is true, but I feel like it's
Plus, players spit all the time. They just don't spit on each other.
That is true, but I understand that part. But I think it's the intention of Dak, the way he spat towards them. I feel like that was his fault, but I don't know. But I do agree.
Could have been a sign of like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, and he just spat towards them, but I don't know.
And then you have a guy who's notorious for making wonderful decisions in his life. He decided to spit on him.
Well, he got ejected of the game, and I think he serves 1 suspension game, I believe. That's what I saw in the news. So
we'll see. We'll see. Necessarily care.
Yeah, it was the start of the season, I'll say, or the spat of the season.
Yeah,
I'm at the
wow.
moment. Yeah, at the moment I'm glitching right now on video. I apologize for that. I'll fix that soon or whenever. But let's get into week 2 stardoms and situms. Steven, I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions here. Let's start
Sure.
with the quarterback position here. Will you start Daniel Jones, who made about 34 points against Miami against the Broncos, or Michael Penix, who made 29 points against Tampa in week 1 against the Vikings?
You know, listen, Daniel Jones played very well. I think he'll have a good season now that he's on a better team than the Giants.
Yeah.
But also, the Colts are still a bad team. They are improving. But I mean, give me Michael Penix. His upside is so much. There's so much more to him than Daniel Jones. I think he has a better arm, and I think he's more athletic than Jones.
Mhm.
So, I mean, running quarterbacks are always point getters.
They are, man. I mean, look at the Atlanta Falcons team. You got B. John Robertson, you got Drake London, you got all these studs in your team. I think this Atlanta Falcons will be in the playoffs this year. I think.
They have a good shot, but they need to look better than they did against Tampa Bay. I don't think they have the right staff to make it
Mhm.
happen, but they do have the talent to make it happen.
Absolutely. All right, you're picking Michael Penix there. Now for the other question in the quarterback position, who will you sit? Quarterback Jared Goff, who made 15 points against the Packers in week 1 against the Bears, or Raiders Geno Smith, who made about 25 points against the Patriots against the Chargers?
I would say, man, another tricky one.
Yeah,
But I think solely based on matchups. I'm sorry, who was the first one?
it was Jared Goff against the
Jared
Bears.
Goff. Jared Goff struggled week 1 because new coordinators, learning new
Yeah.
coaches, learning new schemes. So I get where the fall off comes from. But again, I feel better starting Gino because of the running aspect. He looked decent, even though they didn't score a bunch, but the upside's still there. But this is a situation where if you have to start Gino, start Gino. I mean, no, we're sitting. Sorry,
Sitting, yes.
it's a
We're
different
sitting here.
format from last year.
Very different. We're sitting. Are you
Jeez.
sitting Jared Goff or Geno Smith?
The hard part is they have so much talent around both of them. But if I
Yeah,
had to choose, I would say because Goff is a gunslinger, he's just going to keep going for it. Whereas Gino, still unknown. Plus Bowers he might not be healthy.
yeah.
We'll see. So for that aspect alone, I'll say just bench Gino.
All right, Ben Chino. I would say his rookie running back. What's the name again? Genti, I believe. I feel,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like he's also another stud. You gotta watch out for.
He has potential. He did look like a rookie, but there are times where it's like, oh man, he's good. So we'll see.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into another position here, the running back position. This question is: who will you start? Will you start James Cook from the Bills, who made 21 points last week, versus the Jets? So Bills against Jets, or Saquon Barkley against the Chiefs? He made about 18 points last week.
I mean, I I don't care between either, but if you always give me the option for Saquon, we go with Saquon.
Oh, not James
I think
Cook.
James Cook is good, but I mean the Jets might lock it down. They notoriously play the Jets pretty rough. They're always low scoring, close games.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go with who I think is the best back in the league.
All right, he is the Madden cover for this year. I don't know if there'll be any curses, but at the moment, he looks good to me.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Now the same position, running back, but now who are you gonna sit? Are you gonna sit Cowboys Javonte Williams, who made 20 points last week against the Giants, or Amarion Hampton against the Raiders? He made 18 points against the Chiefs last week.
Who am I benching? Well, Javonte surprised me.
Yeah,
I mean, he seemed like a middle of the road running back for Denver for a while,
absolutely.
but he looked like a stud. He ran well. When it's like, all right, we need you to score on the goal line, he did very well. So, I mean, I would see this is a bench again. I'm not benching Javonte. I think he's a starter.
What about the rookie? You have any hopes on him?
I think he has potential, but again, you're in an offense that likes. Well, you're in an offense that likes to run the ball, but
No.
the workload's going to be spread out a little more than with Javonte's case. So, in the future, maybe, but for now, I'll say bench.
All right, there it is. Now let's get into our wide receiver slot here. Who will you start? The cheater who can play two positions, Travis Hunter against the Bengals. He made 9 points last week. Or Zay Flowers against the Browns. He made 30 bangers last week.
Yeah, I'm shocked with Zay Flowers. He's usually, again, another mid of the road second receiver option, but he looked like a stud. And how is Hunter cheating?
I mean, when it comes to, let's say you put Travis Hunter in the CB slot, your IDP slot, so you'll get wide receiver points.
Yeah, but how is that him cheating?
Oh, it's just whoever picked him will be cheating. Not him. He can do whatever he wants, but whoever picks him is a cheater, according to a lot of people.
I think he will be a great player in this league, but as a fantasy option, there's too much unknowns. He could look terrible on defense and get you nothing, or he can look great, or he can look great on offense, or he can get you nothing.
Mm.
You don't know what position he'll be good at what point of the day, at what point of time, at what point against what random opponent they're up against each week. There's too many question marks, and it's getting blown a little out of proportions.
Right.
So, plus Zay impressed me. I think, other than the loss, I mean, they shouldn't have lost, but Baltimore looks good.
They did.
They're always a running team and throw it to the tight end, but now they look more balanced than ever. So I'm starting Zay.
Zay is the best option. I feel like Bateman is not the number one anymore. At least last year he was, but not anymore this year.
They tried to mold him into number one, but it just never happened.
No. All right. Now let's get to the same position, of course, wide receiver. But now, who the hell are you going to sit? It might be an easy one for you. Will you sit Cooper Kupp against the Steelers, who made 3 points last week? Or the rookie Buccaneers Emeka Ibuka against the Texans? He made 23 points last week.
I'm benching Kupp.
Okay.
So, watching the Steeler game, even though they gave up a bunch of points, their backfield, and I think Ramsey plays for the Steelers. He keeps changing numbers, so it keeps confusing me. But he looked pretty good. He's getting up there in age, but he looked pretty good. If he has to cover the slot on Coop, then Coop's gonna get hit hard.
Yeah.
I don't know who those poor guys going up against Ramsey were, but they got hit a lot.
Too many times.
Plus, Cooper looked pretty lackluster. Again, it's a new team, but he might get improved. But for now, I'm going to say bench him.
All right, you're benching Cooper Cup. So in my language, Urdu, the word buka means hungry. So this guy's name is Imika Ekbuka. So this guy is always hungry.
Well, I gotta feed him.
You gotta feed him.
Feed him the ball.
We can feed him the ball. Now let's get into our last position, the tight end slot, which is very scarce at the moment. Not a lot of good ones out there. But who will you start? Who are you gonna start? Cardinals Trey McBride against the Panthers. He made about 12 points last week. Or TJ Hawkinson against Atlanta, and he made 4 points last week.
It's an easy one. It's McBride. He's top 5 tight end, and he's just going to look better as the weeks keep coming. And TJ Hawkinson just feels like an afterthought in their offense. I have little faith in him at all.
Yeah. When I drafted TJ Hawkinson, I had the idea that Sam Darnold was still the quarterback for the Vikings, but I forgot it's JJ McCarthy. So I don't know. I thought JJ McCarthy did pretty well last week 1. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see more between the tight end and the quarterback there.
Yeah, they can work it out, but again, we'll see.
We'll see. Now our last here, tight end here. Who are you gonna sit? Are you gonna sit Eagles Dallas Goedert against the Chiefs? He made about 11 points last week. Or Sam Laporta from the Lions against Chicago. He made about 13 points last week.
Ooh, that's a tricky one because I like them both for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the Lions facing again?
Lions are facing KC, Kansas City.
Kansas City. Oh boy,
Very good matchup. Super Bowl rematch.
It is a Super Bowl rematch. I like Goddard because that's Hurt's security blanket there.
Right.
If there's a case he can't run, but I don't know. I think against Kansas City, I don't think he can produce what he can normally produce. I think it's going to be a run-heavy game for the Eagles, and we need to get the ball to AJ more.
Please, I'm begging you, Jalen Hurts. Please throw it to him. I drafted AJ Brown for a reason. I never had him before in any leagues or any year. I was like, man, this is the guy who will win me the championship, but he gave me less than 5 points. So
yep. So for that, I'm just gonna say let's give Laporta another chance.
All right.
So we're gonna bench Goddard.
Harder it is. All right. That was our stardom and situms there. But at the end of each episode here, we're gonna tell you the must start, the player you must start in week 2, and our hot take. Steven, who's your must start for week 2?
My must start. It's pretty tough. There's so many players that just popped off week 1. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of unfamiliar faces.
Yeah.
For me, I always like to go for the sure thing. Always.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone for a little bit. I saw a glimmer that I haven't seen in quite a while.
Okay.
Since his rookie year. I think Fields can be a threat. I think Fields can be if you don't have that option at quarterback, which for me, I kind of don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to consider it. He did very well against a very good defense. He's a running threat, and I think he's in a good situation with not a young coach, but a new coach.
New coach, yeah.
He gave me hope.
Must start is Justin Fields. I want to. Yes, I do agree with you. The Jets, my Jets, especially from last year, this new Jet team, they look really good. Even though they lost against the stupid Aaron Rodgers Steelers, but I think this. I have hope. Look. I'll say this. I did have hope when Aaron Rodgers ran with the flag. We all saw that, broke his Achilles, and the following year he was a little biatch throughout the whole season. But Justin Fields as a quarterback for the Jets, I see, I see, I see the hope again. I hope he doesn't get hurt. All right. I'll tell you my must start. My must start. I think he'll be the number one wide receiver, and it will be Jacoby Myers from the Raiders. I think Geno Smith, that's his number one guy, and I think he can make more than at least 30 points like that. But my must start is Myers.
Yeah, my must start feels like a hot take, but
That's
it
not a hot take to
probably
me.
is. But I mean, when it comes to fantasy football, having that run option at quarterback is so nice.
It is. A
And
lot of quarterbacks.
I think Fields just proved himself as a viable option.
He just looks good, Matt. He just looks good. But that was your must start. But what is your hot take for week 2?
Hot take.
Hot take.
Well, you're not gonna like it.
What is it?
I think Rodgers has
What?
come back.
No. Okay,
He's
that
going
is a
through the same exact arc that Brett Favre did. Packers great, goes to the Jets, played bad, went to the Vikings, Super Bowl bound. They looked incredible.
Yeah.
Same exact thing is happening with Rodgers. He upgraded the Steelers offense. I mean, that's what the Jets were supposed to be, but
Yeah.
no. It was a Steeler in disguise. I think
my
Rodgers
God.
is still elite.
Oh my goodness. That is your hot take?
He
That
is
is
still elite.
wow.
2 years of nothing, but he still got it.
Well, you wasted years then, but let's see then. Let's see if an old Aaron Rodgers can make it to the Super Bowl. Let's see.
Let's see it.
But my hot take, there's this rookie out there. No one knows about him, but he's there. He's the backup for Broncos. It is RJ Harvey. I think for week 2, he's going to take over the lead role. Is he going to make 20 points against Indy?
Wow.
That is my hot take. RJ Harvey is your main guy for week 2.
Wow. Yeah.
There you go. It
Sounds
seems
good to me. Sounds good to me.
I think RJ Harvey has what it takes to do it. J.K. Dobbins is kind of not himself like when he was in the Ravens, but I think the rookie will overtake his role. But
And I
yeah,
will say, as far as it comes to with must starts, don't overreact from week 1.
yes.
Okay. Jamar Chase will look great.
Thank you.
AJ Brown will look great.
Thank you. I need to hear
mean,
that. I need to
Players
hear
like
that.
that will look great. The Eagles defense will figure it out. Baltimore's defense will figure it out. Stuff like that. If you have if you draft someone in the first 2 rounds and they didn't perform well, don't freak out. It's just week 1.
Week 1 was nothing. no one looks at week one like, oh, that's gonna happen throughout the whole season. No. There's a week 2. There's a week 3. Just look at those.
Yep. Evaluate.
All right.
See what happens.
Yeah. Are you happy that football is back? It's been a while.
I love football, and being a big college football fan as well, I have so much to watch.
Let me
There's
tell you
football
something.
on from Thursday to Monday, and it feels great.
Let me tell you something. Or at least I'm in 5 fantasy football leagues.
Oh my god!
And again, from the show, Skylar, he told me to be a part of another league, hockey and basketball, and we're on the baseball fantasy. So I'm currently playing like at least 9 fantasy leagues.
It's fun.
It's fun. It gets out of hand. But I'm happy.
But I'm a little nervous for hockey because I'll admit I don't know much about hockey.
I don't know, zip.
I don't know who the good players are against I know who the superstars are, but I don't know who's like good on every team.
Is Wayne Gretzky still playing? I'll draft him.
Sure, 80-year-old Wayne Gretzky still playing.
Oh, I'll draft him.
I don't even know how old he is. I feel bad.
I don't think he's 80.
Long ago.
I think he's like maybe in his 60s.
It might be 60s.
Yeah. All right.
He's the GOAT, so
still the GOAT. Well, that was week 2 of Sergeant Sidham. Steven, where can they find you, man?
They can find me anywhere on Chef's Vin or Chef's Vin LOL, depending on, I don't know which ones are rich anymore. But you can find me there on any platform pretty much.
Fantastic. And of course, you can follow this podcast where you're listening to right now. It's on Spotify. I'm also on YouTube, Apple, and follow me on social media at Instagram, TikTok at Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. And Steven, I'll see you next week. Week 3. Yeah, week 3.
3. There you go.
It's Ecliptor. Who's he? He's trouble.
If you're looking for an amazing podcast that recaps Power Rangers in space, then there's only one stop for you, and that is Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Watch it today, or feel my wrath.
Oh hey, it's Lex Lang, voice of Ecliptor from Power Rangers in Space. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Anthony and Abrar for putting together an amazing podcast that really shows off Power Rangers in Space. So if you haven't seen it or heard it, be sure to tune in. Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. That's right. It's amazing.
I think so too.
We are back to predict week 2 of the NFL of 2025. I am here with my guest, Wally. Wally, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Excited to be back for another great NFL 2025 pick'em season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get going. Let's get going here, guys. It is, of course, week 2, and of course, we're going to predict 3 games here. The first game, it is Thursday Night Football. The Commanders versus the Packers. Who do you have here?
It's going to be a difficult one, but I really like what the Packers did against the Lions. They controlled the tempo and did not let Jared Goff and co. get a roll on their feet there. So it was really good for them to kind of push through. Commanders coming off a win against the Giants. I mean, that was pretty much expected. I'm going with the Packers at home.
At home, you said.
Give it the Packers.
Oh man, you're cutting off.
Oh, man.
Okay, you're saying at home?
Huh?
You said at home? You're picking the Packers at home?
Packers at home, baby.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna pick Jaden Daniels, not just to be against you, but I think their offense is better than Packers offense. with when it comes to, because we got a new addition of Debo Samuel here. So I think he's going to take more of the carries, not carries, but the targets, and I think Commanders will win there.
I see.
The next matchup we have here, it should be a Sunday Night Football matchup, but it's not. It is in a 3 o'clock game. It is the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Who do you have here?
Oh, rematch of last year's Super Bowl. NFL knows to market this early in the season so people can tune in. I honestly see a repeat of the Super Bowl, man. I don't think the Chiefs have what it takes. They're depleted at receiver. Kelsey looks somewhat old. Mahomes is pulling out magic. How continuous can he do that? I like the Eagles here. They showed their dominance against the Cowboys in the opening game of the season. I don't care where this game is being played, but I like the Eagles here.
Yeah, I agree with you too, because Worthy just got hurt, and of course they still have Rice, but not as a great receiver, at least what I've seen last week. And of course you only have Kelsey. So I am also picking the Eagles. You cannot stop Straquan Barkley. You cannot stop AJ Brown, even though he didn't do anything last week. But it's okay. I'm also picking Eagles here. Now our main event here. It is on a Monday Night Football. It is Chargers versus Raiders. What do you have here?
It's going to be a good game after we've seen Justin Herbert and crew take over the aforementioned Chiefs. Raiders, I like what they did on the road against New England. I think we're expecting them to win, but Ashton Genty is just a beast, my friend. He's a bulldozer as a running back.
Good.
It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be coming down to the wire. I just like the momentum that Justin Herbert and co have been kind of producing on the field. Very limited, or that's no turnovers against the Chiefs. They're very methodical in moving the ball down the field, and that long run by Herbert really got them where they needed to be. I see them grounding and pounding the run game against the Raiders. And I expect the Chargers to go up 2-0 to start the season.
I like that. Look, I know Justin Herbert, the Chargers are great and all, but that Jet in me wants to believe Geno Smith is the greatest Jet of all time after what he accomplished in Seahawks.
Wow.
What he did in the Giants a little bit. But yeah, I'm feeling the Raiders because I know Brock Bowers is kind of hurt, but if he's healthy, I think Raiders will win this matchup.
That's hard to go against, my friend, especially when you got Bowers and Bowers.
I think
top they are.
Yeah, I think Bowers will be #1 tight end for the next 5 years. I think he's the next Kelsey.
That's hard to argue. He is putting up the stats that you need to see. So I think they have a young, solid core with Genty and Bowers as the foundational pieces. So I'm excited to see how they pan out.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, that was week 2 of our pick'ems there. We've been doing this for 2 years now, I think. Last year, I believe you won.
Third year in the making.
Yeah, it's the 3rd year in the making, man. 3rd year in the making. You won last year. I think I'm gonna win this year. Is there any punishments of the loser for the season?
Yeah, Ghost Pepper Challenge, my friend.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, deal. Let's do the Ghost Pepper Challenge towards the end of the season here.
Let's go. Whoever has the better record will be saved from any spicy meats and peppers.
I am scared of all the meats out there, but okay. Wally, where can they find you, man?
They can find me in the Garden State.
All right, and of course you can follow this podcast where you're listening to on Spotify. I've just reached to 200 subscribers on YouTube, so let's get some more. And I appreciate everyone tuning in. Until then, we'll see you in week 3.